2NURFM News for our sponsor, Cartier Jewellery. Always unique, always quality. Toronto Town Square.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Belinda De Lasheras with 2NURFM Hunter News. It seems the Catholic Diocese has finally begun coughing up answers about sexual abuse within the church following today's 2 community information sessions in Newcastle exploring progress from the Royal Commission. Victims and residents were given the chance to put forward their own questions after hearing about the church's response to the commission, along with the gains being made in the healing process. Chief Executive of the Church's Truth, Justice and Healing Council, Francis Sullivan, says the onus is now on the Church to put things right.
The Catholic Church knows what the Gospel says, the truth will set you free. And that's going to be the theme we use whenever we're dealing with this issue. We can't be scared of the truth. The truth has a life of its own, and it's only when the truth comes out that people can begin the healing process.
The state government is vowing to get straight to the business of consultation with Hunter School principals promised funding today if it's re-elected next month. 14 Hunter and Central Coast public schools are set to share in $28 million to improve the look and amenity of each site, with Merewether, Cardiff and Kurri Kurri High among those to benefit. Education Minister Adrian Piccoli says the funding isn't dependent on the long-term lease of the state's electricity poles and wires.
This funding we're able to do because we've run the New South Wales budget efficiently and effectively in a way Labor was never able to do. And when you run your budget properly, it then provides you the benefits. And really, this investment here, this $28 million, is the dividend of good economic management by the Liberals and Nationals in New South Wales.
But Charlestown MP Jodie Harrison says the money could be better spent.
Labor has committed $1 million to upgrading outdated demountables to ensure that learning spaces are compatible with 21st century technology students will be using. It's that kind of thing that this government should be spending money on rather than a paint job.
Lake Macquarie residents' concerns about pollution and the remediation of the former Pasminco smelter site are set to go under the spotlight at tonight's community forum. The state's Environmental Protection Authority will oversee discussion on the controversial lead abatement strategy, as well as issues with chemical deposits in Boolaroo, Argenton and Spears Point. Hunter EPA manager Adam Gilligan says a Macquarie University academic will also be attending to discuss lead blood levels along with metals from backslag in the area's waterways.
A Macquarie Uni researcher will present on that issue, and all of those types of issues are things that our expert working group will consider over the next couple of months as we determine what, if any, exposure risks remain in the community.
The forum gets underway at Argenton's Club Macquarie from 7:30. Newcastle's residential and business rates could be about to rise by an average $500 annually if council's submission to IPART gets the green light. The increase is aimed at ensuring the city doesn't run out of money by 2020, as well as protecting the museum and basic infrastructure. Council gave the tick of approval at last night's meeting, but a final decision won't be known until May, when IPART delivers its verdict. A war of words has been ignited within Lake Macquarie City Council following a debate over the price plummet of a Marks Point property. Rob Antill's property recently fell 20% in value, prompting councillor Jason Pauling to raise the issue of restrictions to combat flood and sea level risk rise at Monday night's meeting. Council Pauling's matter was immediately blocked by Liberal councillor Laurie Coughlin. Independent councillor Barry Johnston says the behaviour was appalling.
Effectively, he gagged Councillor Pauling from being able to speak and advise why he believed it was urgent. And I thought it was absolutely disgusting behaviour.
Staff at the newly closed Martin site factory at Tomago are waiting for management to send their separation certificates so they can finally move on. Employees were aware of declining work and equipment sales at the factory, but directors of the steel manufacturer assured employees the company wouldn't shut just days before staff were sent home on Monday. Martin site employed about 20 people. In finance, the All Ords is up 17.8 points at 59.07, and $1 Australian dollar is buying 78.77 US cents. Now with sport, Reece Wicks.
It could be a turn of fortunes for the Newcastle Jets, the side confident it can secure the services of Serbian import Enver Alevic in time for Saturday's F3 derby against the Mariners. The Jets are hoping they'll be able to push him onto the right wing to replace a suspended Andrew Houle, pending international transfer clearance. A green light would clear the 30-year-old to sign on a short-term deal with the club. Rookie Alan Welsh is also expected to get the thumbs up to fill a suspended Ben Kantarowski in defence. Meanwhile, Jets coach Phil Stubbins has thrown his support behind trialling video technology to assist referees in making the correct on-field decisions. It follows the FFA's offer to be a guinea pig for the proposal, which is set to go before FIFA's International Board in Northern Ireland this weekend. And Kurri Kurri's Chad Reed has posted his first win of the Supercross season, dominating the 450 SX class at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. That's sport. I'm Reece Wicks.
2 and your RFM news time is 2:05.